Welcome to Dolphin Dive Daily, your go-to spot for everything Miami Dolphins. If you bleed aqua and orange, hit that subscribe button and join the pod. It looks like South Florida is about to get a whole lot more exciting, and not just because of the beaches or nightlife. There's been a whirlwind of speculation swirling around the NFL grapevine, and the name on everyone's lips right now is none other than RASUL Douglas. Yes, you heard that right. RASUL Douglas has reportedly touched down in Miami, and the word on the street is that he's not just here for the palm trees. According to sources close to the situation, Douglas has agreed to terms on a massive 4-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. While the team has yet to make an official announcement, fans have already started piecing together clues from flight logs to social media hints, and it seems like the smoke is leading to fire. If this rumor holds weight, Douglas joining the Dolphins could be one of the most intriguing moves of the offseason. After all, this is a player who brings not just veteran experience, but a serious lockdown presence to the secondary. A 4-year commitment also signals something bigger. Miami isn't just adding depth, they're reinforcing an identity. Could this be the piece they've been missing in their Super Bowl puzzle? Douglas has long been a name synonymous with reliability and swagger in the NFL's defensive backfield. From his days in Philadelphia to his high-impact stint with the Packers, RASUL has always found ways to make game-changing plays. But why now? Why Miami the Dolphins have been aggressive over the last few seasons in crafting a defensive unit capable of matching their offensive firepower? And maybe this is part of a bigger blueprint. Imagine pairing Douglas with Jalen Ramsey, two physical high IQ corners who know how to read offenses like open books. That alone would send shivers down the spines of AFC East quarterbacks. But let's not forget RASUL is more than just coverage. He's a leader, a film room junkie, and someone who elevates those around him. If this deal is finalized, it could mean a total shift in how Miami approaches their defensive philosophy. There's chatter that Vic Fangio's fingerprints are still on this secondary even after his departure, and Douglas would be a dream fit. For that style, press coverage, zone awareness, ball skills, he checks every box. If Miami did indeed land him for 4 years, they may have just pulled off the defensive coup of the summer. Now, let's talk numbers, or rather, let's talk what ifs, because as of now, we're still in rumor territory. But oh, what juicy rumors they are. While the financial details of this alleged deal haven't been made public, the buzz is that it's a lucrative package, potentially placing Douglas among the top 15 highest paid corners in the league. And that's not without reason. He's coming off a season where he didn't just hold his own, he thrived. His ball production, physical tackling, and veteran savvy gave him the reputation of a true game wrecker. That kind of talent doesn't come cheap, and the Dolphins have shown they're willing to spend to get the right guys in-house. If they're locking him in for 4 years, the assumption is they see him as a foundational piece, not a rental. This also suggests confidence in the health and long-term value RASUL brings, even as he approaches that 30-year-old benchmark that often makes front offices hesitate. But maybe Miami knows something we don't. Maybe they see a corner entering the peak of his football IQ, ready to play chess, while others are still playing checkers. Fans, as always, are playing detective. From tracking flight paths to speculating. On Instagram stories, Dolphins Twitter has been on high alert. One eagle-eyed fan even spotted a man who looked a lot like Douglas arriving at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport late last night. Another posted a blurry photo of what appeared to be RASUL checking into the Four Seasons on Brickell. Coincidence? Maybe, but the timing lines up perfectly with what insiders have been whispering, that Miami's front office has been working quietly behind the scenes to bolster their secondary, and RASUL Douglas has been their top target. And think about this, the Dolphins' recent moves to clear cap space, restructuring contracts, and cutting expendable veterans all point toward a big splash. A signing of this magnitude wouldn't just be a statement, it would be a warning shot to the rest of the AFC. The Dolphins aren't just trying to keep up with Buffalo or neutralize Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. They're building something bold, fast, and unapologetically aggressive. RASUL could be the missing voice in the locker room, the final chess piece in a rapidly evolving defense. Some insiders are even connecting the dots to a deeper strategy, suggesting this move may be tied to upcoming changes in Miami's defensive playbook. Even though Fangio is gone, the defense still craves structure, discipline, and calculated aggression, traits that RASUL Douglas embodies. Multiple scouts have long praised his ability to read and anticipate route combinations, especially in zone heavy schemes, which Miami still leans on. If the Dolphins are pivoting toward a more disguised hybrid coverage system, Douglas is an ideal candidate to anchor one side of the field. And let's not overlook his communication skills. He's the kind of corner who not only plays his assignment but keeps the entire secondary aligned. That kind of leadership is rare and extremely valuable when you're going up against the likes of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Bringing in RASUL for 4 years could mean Miami isn't just trying to compete, they're trying to dominate. And in today's NFL, where passing attacks are getting more sophisticated by the season, this kind of acquisition could be the kind of forward-thinking move that sets contenders apart from pretenders. Still with us? Then show some love. Hit that like button and let us know in the comments what's your take on the Fins this week. Meanwhile, former teammates of RASUL have taken to social media with cryptic posts fueling the speculation even further. A Packers DB tweeted a simple, "Salute bro, go eat," while another added, "Miami Heat just got hotter." These kinds of vague goodbyes are often the NFL version of a digital handshake. And if those messages are indeed about Douglas, then the writing's on the wall. It's just a matter of when the Dolphins make it official. Let's not forget RASUL has always been a bit of a nomad, moving from team to team until he finds the right fit. But every locker room he's entered, he's earned instant respect. Coaches love him, teammates trust him. He's a plug-and-play veteran who doesn't need time to adapt. If he's really headed to Miami, expect him to be an instant starter and possibly even a team captain down the line. That's the kind of presence he brings. This wouldn't just be about X's and O's, it would be about heart toughness and attitude. Things that don't show up on stat sheets but win playoff games. And now, let's dream just a little. Imagine the Dolphins trotting out a secondary of Jalen Ramsey, Jevon Holland, Katakohu, and RASUL Douglas. That's not just a lineup, it's a nightmare for opposing offenses. Physicality, speed, football, IQ, versatility. Every tool you need to shut down even the most elite receivers. Suddenly, Miami's defense becomes the kind that can not only keep up with the Bengals, Chiefs, or Ravens, but maybe even outplay them. RASUL's addition could be the domino that pushes other veterans to step up and could lure additional free agents who want to be part of something special. Let's not forget players talk. Word spreads fast in the league. If RASUL is headed to Miami, don't be surprised if others follow. Corners want to play opposite other great corners, and Douglas brings that gravitational pull. He brings confidence, swagger, and in Miami, that's a perfect cultural fit, whether it's locking up Stephon Diggs or breaking up a critical third down. Slant RASUL has proven he shines in the biggest moments, and big moments are exactly what Miami is aiming for in 2025. Of course, there's still a layer of mystery to this whole saga. No official word from the Dolphins front office. No press. Conference scheduled. But maybe that's intentional. Maybe this is Miami playing the long game, trying to keep their cards close until every detail is nailed down. After all, free agency isn't just about signing names. It's about strategy, optics, and leverage. Waiting for the right moment to announce a deal like this could maximize hype and media impact. And let's be honest, Miami knows how to put on a show. A surprise announcement complete with a highlight reel and a jersey reveal. It's right up their alley. And for RASUL Douglas, who's never truly had that headline moment in the spotlight, this could be a career-defining transition. 4 years in one city, stability, a fresh start with a team on the rise. It's the kind of narrative fans love and players crave. And if the Dolphins are planning something dramatic, fans better stay glued to their screens because this story is just getting started. But what does this potential signing say about Miami's broader goals? Well, it says they're not content with being second best. It says they're hunting trophies, not just playoff spots. RASUL Douglas might not be a flashy name like Jalen Ramsey or Xavier Howard in his prime, but he's every bit as effective when the lights are bright. And maybe that's what the Dolphins are banking on. Production over popularity, grit over as glamour. A team built on balance and toughness, not just headline-grabbing moves. Bringing RASUL in for 4 years suggests this isn't a short-term fix. It's part of a foundational shift. A shift that could make Miami a perennial force in the AFC, capable of going toe-to-toe with any powerhouse. Of course, time will tell if the gamble pays off. Contracts like games are judged not in the moment but over seasons. But if early signs mean anything, this might be the kind of signing that changes everything. Quietly powerful, undeniably smart, and maybe, just maybe, the difference maker come January. Until then, we wait, we speculate, we scroll Twitter, hit refresh, and dig through every insider leak. That's the life of an NFL fan in July. But there's something about this particular rumor that feels different. It's not just smoke. It feels like there's fire underneath. RASUL Douglas arriving in Miami isn't just a personnel move. It feels like a philosophical declaration. A challenge to the rest of the AFC. A signal that the Dolphins are no longer satisfied with near misses and what ifs. They're building something bold, strategic, and ferociously competitive. And RASUL, with his toughness, football IQ, and veteran savvy, fits that identity like a glove. 4 years is a big commitment, but big moves are made by teams with big dreams. And right now, if this rumor turns out to be true, the Dolphins are dreaming bigger than ever. So keep your notifications on, because the moment this becomes official, Miami might just shake up the entire balance of power in the NFL. That's a wrap for today's dive. If you're loving the content, share it with a fellow Dolphins fan hit. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a splash. Fins up.